But we watched plain as day those people give the hand signal to make sure he stays on track.
In Father Teresa's Wine Cellar, we believe all oppression is intersectional. And this means our analysis of current events frequently includes discussion of difficult and explicit content. Any combination of the following topics could be included in our show: murder, rape, war, climate change, racism, sexism, violence, sexual violence, homophobic violence, heterocentrism, discrimination and abuse against individuals of nonconformist sexuality, domestic violence, child abuse, child rape, child neglect, elderly abuse, verbal abuse, police brutality, microaggressions, ableism, cyberbullying, genital mutilation, ideological extremism, and people just being total fucking assholes.
All fucking right. Alright, and there's my decibels. There's my microphone action. Let's bring this damn thing down. Folks, I swear to fuck the climate change shit. Alright? If, as a person approaching 40, I'm telling you now, if you don't have offspring, don't breed offspring. Like, you may think you want to. That's a combination of biology, right? Saying breed, 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 right? That's what they call the sexual drive, right? That's evolution telling you to crank out another unit. And then there's the societal aspect, right? You see other people with kids. Oh, so cute. Remember, when you see other people out in public with their kids and it's all so cute, that's choreographed. That's costumed, right? They did the oh so cute grooming. They did the oh so cute the dressing style, right? They put the little Oshkosh fucking gosh overalls on them with the fucking little the shoes, whatever the fuck, kind of cute shoes, and they make funny faces in public, and you think that's the whole time. That's not the whole time. Remember, folks, even if like the combustible engine and methane gas and other such activities were not making climate change, you're still in capitalism. Having a kid is super fucking wacky stress, because now it's not just if you lose at capitalism, you lose. Now you have to watch your offspring that you see as oh so cute suffer under that, which really just incentivizes you to like ramp up your own participation in their exploitation of you. It's high stress shit. Don't do it. I mean, unless you want to, but then don't fucking complain to me. I'm not the fucking guy. All right, I told you, god damn it. Shit is high stress, and I don't even have any, right? I'm involved in taking care of young people that are not my own offspring, and just that level of high stress is there. Gotta constantly keep them eating a relatively nutritious and savory food, right? Electricity, gas, mortgage or rent, right? And then also like interaction time, right? You've gotta talk to them and listen to them, and all that shit takes time and energy. If you don't already have kids, like if you're actually trying to do a half decent fucking job at parenting them, unless you just don't give a shit and it's all about your own aesthetic, you sociopath fuck, right? If you actually give a shit about the other human being's life experience and how their proximity to you contributes to that development, if you really don't give a shit about that part, go ahead, crank them out. Have a good time. Fun for you, right? But if it really is about them, time and energy, it is wacky snacks, all right? I am so fucking exhausted. Right? And then on top of that, like, I have a spouse, I have a partner with disability, physical and mental illness on top of that. So like, here I am, back pain, off the shift, on the shift, on the house chores, on the laundry, on the emotional labor for this 21-year-old here, on the emotional labor for this one here, and then trying to also take care of myself, right? I have my own personal hygiene and personal time that I have to have for my fucking self, or at least I'd like to, right? I say I have to. I'd like to have for myself, which I don't get much of. And then I come and make it to the podcast, and then I sit down to do show prep. And remember, I do show prep in a world where right now, today, in this moment, on March 8th, 4:50 a.m., 2022, all over this fucking planet are people of relatively recent African descent, right? Like past 5 centuries African descent. And they're still surprised. I live in that world where everybody's still fucking surprised. And go ahead and flip on the headlines over here at Atlanta Black Star. Headline: we expect our children to not be called niggers or monkeys. Minnesota high school facing numerous racism allegations. Black community demands accountability. Nigga, you don't get shit. Right? I go to Denver, denver.cbslocal.com. Colorado teacher apologizes after using N-word in classroom during First Amendment instruction. I may have come across this one already. Is this the one with a ROTC instructor? Who fucking knows? Phoenix New Times. Right? I go to Phoenix New Times. Arizona high school students make video to calm N-word photo firestorm. I go to fucking Fox 56. Mother Macaulay teacher fired after using N-word in class. Some hoping for second chance. Oh yeah, cause she's an old white woman that comports herself very well. Like, I swear to fuck, I think Kevin Samuels might be her image consultant. And then, over here at the Michigan Chronicle, do EEI initiatives help black women at work? They don't, but you know, have them. It's good optics. I look over here at the CharlotteObserver.com. Love that all these newspapers have websites. I could just read national newspapers right on the internet here. Teacher caught using racial slur on video is teaching again in North Carolina. But right now, in this moment, all over this fucking stupid ass melting planet, right now, walk up to the average black person, yell, if you're white, walk up to the average black person, yell nigger in their face, yell nigger, nigger, monkey, coon, moon, cricket, yell it, and then watch them go on the internet and say, I can't believe that in 2020, whatever the fuck, someone could be racist to me. Tired of it. I can go look at the San Antonio Express News and see the headline. Pryor Johnson, the N-word classroom incident must bring change. Why? Why? Didn't you see the movie Malcolm X or read his autobio? They were calling him nigger in class. You're a nigger. Why you want to be a lawyer, nigger? Can't you be a carpenter? Good profession for a nigger, nigger. Must bring change. There will never be change, you fucking doofus. Grow up. wake up and smell the white supremacy and take a sip of that capitalism and then shit out whatever you thought was your freedom. VancouverSun.com. N-word complaint raises questions about teaching of Black history in schools. These are real headlines. This article's from March 5th. Right now it's March 8th. 2000 twomp dose. Right? Oh yeah, this is the one I think I may have come across already. Yeah, it's from February 28th. I may have seen this one already. Did we see this one? Fox 21 News. ROTC instructor disciplined for using N-word at school. Very good, very good. All right, let's, what's this? KRDO.com. Should have knew what that KRDO stands for. Can't see who they're affiliated with immediately. The font is telling me CBS, but I'm not sure. Oh, they look like they may be a Fox affiliate. Maybe. No, there it is. I found it. ABC. They're an ABC affiliate. Okay, so KRDO, ABC affiliate. Headline: Widefield School District 3. Teacher under investigation after use of racial slur in class. I can't believe. What is this? The 1950s? What is this? The 1940s? What is this? Nigga, it's Earth. It's Earth with Western culture on it. Atlanta Black Star, back over here again. Article up from March 4th, 2020 twomp. Headline: 3 Houston middle school aides fired after a Black autistic child was beaten by another student at school, and they appear to just stand by and watch. And why am I still even letting myself get pissed? Is this good for my own mental health? Probably not. I probably shouldn't even look at this type of shit. And when I was looking at this one in whatever I think was my show prep, right? Whatever the fuck I think was doing show prep. When I'm looking at this one, it's a grainy video, low quality shit. And it appears to be what one might call a black on black crime. Right? Like it appeared to be black children, a black child beating up this other child, and it didn't look like white staff that just kind of stood around and watched. Literally, child on the ground gets fucking kicked. It's over there at Atlanta Black Star if you feel like searching, and if you feel like seeing some child on child violence. I'm sure you don't, but it's there if you want to see it. AtlantaBlackStar.com. With the 3 Houston middle school aides fired after Black autistic child was beaten up by another student at school, and they appear to just stand by and watch. That's the headline. And of course I'm thinking, like, I want to come and get on my microphone and yell, hey, raise your black boys different. If you're raising children that you understand to be cis boys at all, raise them different. But then again, who's fucking listening? Right? Nobody's listening to the four. And actually, it's I'm sure that because I'm not very good at keeping to schedule and whatnot, I've actually lost $100 in Patreon subscribers. It's a $300 a month podcast. I should actually just fucking quit. It's like, is it really worth $300 a month to keep doing this shit? This $300 a month podcast, I mean, who's really listening, right? Does anyone actually give a shit, right? Like, when I step outside the front door of this fucking bullshit house, into this bullshit neighborhood, in this bullshit city, in this bullshit society, does anyone even give a shit? Is anyone gonna raise their boys different? Right? Because that looked like a black boy that kicked that child while already down, after already abusing them in front of other people. And do you think the people raising that black boy to kick another black child on the ground who has autism, which is something I've heard about and seen and don't really fully understand because I'm kind of stupid, are they really going to raise their boys different? Do they have time to raise their boys different even if they want to? Are they at the capitalism building all day? And have they themselves been indoctrinated by a stupid ass Western culture around them that says, fuck, you know, especially the men, because it's patriarchally driven. The men are a big fucking problem, right? I gotta put my penis in a wet hole and ejaculate into it. This is very important for me to do without really thinking about the fact that offspring might come out and I'll need to raise this offspring to be a constructive member of whatever the fuck it is we think is this society. Are they really gonna listen? Do they really give a shit? I don't think they are. I don't think they do. It's not looking good. I can go over here at www.nytv.com and look at State Police Investigate N-word Incident at Hovelton Central School. And it won't fucking matter.
Well, another act of racism at Sacramento School.
Yeah, that one too. Actually, I have an update. Oh, wait, no, there is no, okay, no update. That one's actually relatively fresh. Right, 2 14-year-olds now accused of racist vandalism at Abraham Lincoln Elementary School. Just like how, you know, some years ago I've challenged people. No one took the challenge. No one gives a shit. You know, but, you know, so why should I say I challenged? I suggested that maybe folks try out once a week. Go in your internet machine. Go on the yahoo.com. Go to Google if you gotta, right? Ask that nigga Jeeves. Go to Bing. Go to your fucking search thing and type in rapist cop. Type in officer accused of rape. Right? Every week. And go ahead, right? Look at just America. But God, take it global. I fucking dare you. See how often this shit is going on. Right? And here, I dare you. I go on your fucking internet machine. Go in your little search box, right? Click the magnifying glass. And search N-word. Really, just do it. Search N-word. And literally every week, every Monday morning, get up, search N-word, and then change the search settings to past week. Or keep it lightweight, past month. And go ahead, see how often there are news stories. And then remember, whenever some of this type of shit gets a little traction, as some might say, goes viral, go ahead, look in the comment sections. Look at how many black people are saying, this can't still be going on. I can't believe. Will I never? Shut the fuck up. Yes, you can ever. This is how it goes. It's how it always goes. All right. I guess I might as well get to some of these clips, or I could let's take a look at some other stuff and whatever the fuck I thought was my show prep. My back hurts. Fucking. Let's go to what I thought was my show prep. All right. So we had the one that we shared in our audio, and you may have seen it in your news feed or in whatever other programs you check out. And headline coming off of Cleveland19.com. Concern about Proud Boys grows after man is accused of punching black woman, yelling racial slurs in Akron assault. Akron, Ohio. Right? And this article is up from March 1st. Right? And we may have seen some of this before. Like, you may have seen the video. The white man punches her, punches another woman, and there is an update. We get to see there is a little bit more to this one. Let's go ahead and grab this. Again, it's off of cleveland19.com. But this article and video published up at March 5th, 2022. Let's grab that.
New video just released after a racist attack caught on camera. We first told you about this on Monday, but questions still remain. Michelle Nix with the new bird's eye view of the confrontation.
The newly released videos by Akron police seem to reinforce cell phone video we saw earlier in the week of a white man assaulting a black woman after referring to her with a racial slur. Criminal charges have already been filed against this man, and the FBI is also reviewing the case to see if it should be considered a hate crime.
Shut your mouth.
This cell phone video taken in Akron's Highland Square last weekend captured national attention.
Mr. Walls.
Days later, 26-year-old Andrew Walls of Kent pled not guilty to the assault on Cameron Morgan after calling her the N-word. He's also accused of possessing a firearm while intoxicated. But Walls not only denied it in court, but when questioned by police that night.
Were you involved in the fight? No, I got hit, man. I don't know what happened.
Two new videos just released by Akron police this morning give more.
All right, now keep in mind, see how fast Western culture does that. He's on video, he's strapped, he has heat on him, punches homegirl in the face, punches another homegirl in the face, still has the same clothes on, right? He's within minutes of having done this. Police ask him, what the fuck does this lying Westerner say?
Firearm while intoxicated. But Walls not only denied it.
Again, lying Westerner, right? And this is him. He's still on the damn spot. Like, if folks are looking at the video, I have podcast audio recording, but if you're looking at the fucking video, he's still standing outside at the damn intersection. It's not even like they got him to the police station and he was sitting in the police car thinking of a lie on the way there. This is on the spot, right? His adrenaline is still moving, right? His knuckles may still actually have some pain from coming in contact with two other people's bone structures. And what does he immediately say?
In court, but when questioned by police that night.
Were you involved in the fight? No, I got hit, man. I don't know what happened.
Man, I got hit. I don't know what happened. This is what they do immediately. Now think to all the fucking how many, when I said type in N-word, and how many of these are in school. That's what really trips me out. Like, I think I left that out when I was riffing. When you go and you type in N-word in your search thing and see what's going on, so many of them are in school. So many of them are white adults, where black adults have to leave their children alone with them. Black children should not be alone with.
Well, another act of racism at Sacramento schools has parents and administrators outraged and now looking for answers.
Yeah, ABC 10's Jay Kim has new information as Abraham Lincoln Elementary.
They love to fucking autoplay these things. All right, and so many of these are black children alone with, I'd say, literally anybody white. Black children should not be alone with anybody white ever. Not white children, and especially not white adults. Though not alone with white children, because the white children are still in the process of being taught by the white adults of how to practice white supremacy against black people. So black children should not be alone with white adults, with white children. With white adults are fully cognizant, know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and know how they're doing it. This is what integration brought you. All right? It brought you black children being systemically placed under the, I don't know. Well, really, just under direct contact with white adults, because it's not under care. It isn't care. It's not tutelage. It's just contact. It's proximity without observation. It's proximity without oversight. It's just proximity in what Europeans have arbitrarily declared to be what they feel like calling a classroom. 4 walls, ceiling, door, blinds on the windows, black children alone with white adults. Recipe for black disaster. And everybody knows it. You listening to this, you know it. Your parents knew it when they were raising you, and they didn't fucking tell you. Tired of this shit.
2 new videos just released by Akron Police this morning give more of a bird's eye view of what happened and include showing Walls allegedly not only punched the black female, but a second woman immediately after. Others appear to tackle Walls after he threw several punches, and Morgan, the victim, told police she attempted to break up that fight. The victim also told Akron Police that Walls then dragged her by the hair and she hit her head on the ground. It's unclear if that's part of this new video. The victim, Cameron Morgan, reported to police that she heard racial slurs, including the N-word, and told the accused to stop saying that. Seconds later, she was assaulted. Although it's unclear what led up to that interaction, the information has been turned over to the FBI to determine if federal hate crime charges will be filed against Walls. Video posted to social media is ultimately how Andrew Walls was identified. Walls is also allegedly a member of the Proud Boys and is facing a second assault charge related to a woman who is not a minority. His next court appearance, March 11th in Akron. Reporting in Cleveland, Michelle Nix, 19 News.
Wellesley McBellsy there, buddy. And so also, like, fucking, so how often it's been going on with black children behind closed doors with white adults? How often this has been going on? Right, but then I guess you throw on top of that, right? Because we know about this one, right? He got found because of privately owned social media, right? That's the only reason why he got found, and that you know this story at all, right? But then throw on top of that, how often has this shit been going on throughout the decades? Like, how many, like, black women and then other women in proximity of a black woman are getting punched in the face by a white man that immediately just tells the cops, hey man, I don't know, I got hit, and then he leaves and he just goes about his white life, right? Black men that are his co-workers are meeting him and saying, oh yeah, that's Jerry, he's my friend, Jerry's cool. Nah, nigga. Stop teaching black children that anybody white is okay. Teach black children that they're all awful. But who's listening? No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. You know what? Hey, tune in next time for white people still have plausible deniability and black people still trust them. And then black people get fucked up and then go in the comments section and say, I can't believe that this happened. Stupid motherfuckers. Tired of this shit, man. All right. And there's no, not covering that. I should say what it is that I'm not covering. It's an article up from the Akron Beacon Journal, and the headline is, was suspect in Akron racial attack targeted by others first for being gay? Which, and in this article, what you'll see, if you should so choose to search that headline and read it yourself, is a journalist by the name of Amanda Garrett for the Akron Beacon Journal. And she is treating this white man with plausible deniability. She's treating this white man with nuance and trying to be reasonable, which is stupid and a bad idea, and everyone should fucking stop. But everyone's not going to stop because everyone is so fucking worried about being called reverse racist. You're not. There's no such thing. All right. And something I used to say that I now think is kind of corny, and I wish I was never on record saying it, was like, yeah, of course I'm a reverse racist. Why wouldn't you want to reverse racism? Right? Like kind of playing with the colloquialism, thinking I'm being slick. Wasn't slick, it was corny. All right. It's okay to see where you're corny yourself and stop doing that shit. Okay. Let's hear some shit that'll make you happy, I guess. Whatever, niggas.
But the children have to go to school and get called the N-word, or they're dealing with structural racism. And
Treon Cruz is the co-founder of the Minnesota chapter of Black Lives Matter. He says he's been getting a growing number of complaints of racism happening within the state's public schools targeting black students.
Highland Park, we had to go out there and do a protest because one of the teachers used the N-word.
Okay, did it pause itself? Well, that is supremely annoying. Why did it pause itself? Alright, what's happening here? Looks like is it the World Wide Webernet connection?
But the children have to go to school and get called the N-word. But
again, folks, if you are a black person and you're out in the general public and you see a white child, you should assume that they are racist. Matter of fact, if you're black and you have like a black 5-year-old, a black 6-year-old, you should be showing them this. They should be seeing white children yell the word nigger. All right? Black children should see this video. Right? And then here comes some fucking stupid motherfucker to hop in and say, why, you can't show them that, then they're gonna think that white kids are racist. Yeah, they should. They are racist. Look at them. There they are. White children, right? And don't they look cute? Ooh, don't they look cute? They're little babies. They're little children, right? They got a full head of child hair, right? They don't have any facial hair, right? Smooth children. They got the baby fat, chubby cheeks. They're children. But also, black children should be able to know that this is what they are as humans, so that black children can have some context for why white adults are how they are, because before white adults are adults, they're this. They're that before they're adults. And black people would be a lot less fucking confused and frustrated if when they're children they can see white children do this.
But the children have to go to school and get called the N-word, or they're dealing with structural racism. And
Treon Cruz is the co-founder of the Minnesota chapter of Black Lives Matter. He says he's been getting a growing number of complaints of racism happening within the state's public schools targeting black students.
Highland Park, we had to go out there and do a protest because one of the teachers used the N-word. We had to go out to White Bear Lake because these girls, they started a Black Excellence class and they were starting to get attacked and called monkey and saying you shouldn't be starting this Black Excellence class. So we had to do a big protest out there.
Just last week, a black high school basketball player found this note from her teammates at Prior Lake High School in Savage, Minnesota that reads, "Get off our team, monkey." However, an area of particular concern is in New Prague, Minnesota.
It says, get off our team, monkey. Like, if you're a black adult with a black child in your house and you're not showing them this, it's your fucking fault when they walk around surprised. Black children need to be taught two base things, right, off the top of my head. One, that everybody white is racist and hates them and is trying to sabotage them. Two, capitalism. You are in a fucked up, horrible system where you need this thing called money to do anything. And you're competing against white people for this money. Against. You're not working with them. They're not working with you. Right? Some white leftists are pulling out now, right? They're like, but unionizing, but that ain't shit. I was just recently in a union. You know what being in a union got me? Mandatory 7-day work weeks. And working with a staff where somebody got the tip of his finger cut off in the first hour of his shift and was able to get it sewn back on before they had to throw it away. And they made him finish the shift with the tip of his finger recently sewn back on. Unions are useless. All right, black children need to be taught that white people are trying to sabotage you and that you're competing against them. Then they're gonna say, what, but then how are they gonna have to... Hey, that's how I functioned. All right, here, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and lose some subscribers right now. You know something that I've deliberately done in the workplace as a certified trainer? I've deliberately undertrained white people so that they would fail and that the position would be left open for a black person. All right. Now, I expect that about 24 hours after I post this, the Patreon should probably drop down to just like $200 a month, and then I'll be really incentivized to quit. Yes, I've deliberately sabotaged working class white people to hold a job position open for a black person several times in my life. Goddamn right. Because we're competing against them, and there's way less of them. And also, here's an extra fun part, right? And I'm not trying to justify. I don't need to justify because I don't give a shit what you think. All right? That white person is gonna be fine. They have a whole system of white supremacy around them where they know exactly how to play the game and benefit themselves because their parents taught them. Let's not forget, before that white person was an adult that I deliberately undertrained so they would fail, their parents taught them to be this. All right? So don't worry about white adults, because they already know how to move through the system. The problem is black people that aren't being taught by their parents how to move through the system. I'm supposed to just be letting this clip play through. It would have been done by now if I'd shut the fuck up.
Particular concern is in New Prague, Minnesota, which is about 45 miles south of Minneapolis. New Prague High School has had several issues in recent years. The school is about 94% white with only 12 black students enrolled. In 2017, a school play was canceled after a photo circulated with students wearing KKK robes as part of the performance.
Students wearing KKK robes as part of the performance. That's how you do it. Look, it's never gonna change, but then again, you know what? Everybody's fucking stupid and they're all gonna have their fun. Go have your fun. Go ahead, do it. Go breed an extra unit of offspring. Go ahead. And you know what? And you know what, black people, fine. You know what? Tell your children that racism does not exist. And not only does racism not exist, you should trust white people. You should be like Tamala Horsford. Go have slumber parties and be alone with white people and have a drink with them. Go have fun. You should join their military. Maybe you'll end up like Lavina Johnson. Go ahead. Go have some fucking fun. Enjoy your good time. And make sure, don't tell your black children. Matter of fact, beyond, don't just tell your black children that racism doesn't exist. Show your black children stupid niggers like William and tell them that William's just exaggerating. He's over the top. He's going too far. You'll be fine. Matter of fact, Tamala Horsford's story's like over half a decade old. So like if those white people that murdered Tamala Horsford, if they have offspring, they're currently in their training. Your black children should actually go play with the white children of the adults that murdered Horsford. Hell, you should tell your black children that cops are good. Go ahead. William is stupid. William's over the top. And he's exaggerating.
Last year, this social media video made the rounds of alleged white New Prague High School students flippantly using the N-word.
To who?
Say it.
So it came as no surprise when Cruz was...
I like how Cuz was saying nigger so many times so fast they couldn't even bleep it. The bleep just kind of, that was adorable. Very good, very good. Oh, look. And look at this bullshit quote someone has up for people looking at the video. Let's see if they quote it in the news coverage.
Sent a message from Dennis Williamson, a girls basketball coach of Robbinsdale Cooper High School, which is in New Hope, Minnesota.
Is that what I think I hear?
When Cruz was sent New Prague High School students flippantly using the N-word.
To who?
Say it.
So it came as no surprise when Cruz was sent a message from Dennis Williamson.
It came as no surprise. All y'all niggas do is walk around acting surprised. And it looks like there's a Facebook post by someone whose name is blurred out, but their picture isn't. Okay. And it looks like it's a screenshot from a post from a Facebook group, a New Prague High School group. And it says, good morning. I have recently been sent disgusting and racist videos of New Prague High School students saying the N-word and pictures of students with swastikas drawn on their faces by a current in all caps, he's really mad, by a current student that attends New Prague High School. When I watch these videos, I am completely sick to my stomach and in shock. He's in shock. I see the melanin on this man's face and hand in the picture, and he is in shock that these events that happened last night, and then I can't see it because they, Atlanta Black Star has their overlay covering the words. He's in, this grown-ass motherfucking black man is in shock. What it should say good morning. I have recently been sent some normal videos of how white adults raise their children. Everybody check them out. Pretty interesting, huh? You should show this to your black children. That's what it should say. But this nigga's fucking stupid because his black parents were stupid and they're dishonest and they're not trying to raise black people to be remotely aware of what the fuck they're around.
A girls basketball coach of Robbinsdale Cooper High School, which is in New Hope, Minnesota.
Is that what I think I hear?
Okay, they put up, they showed another screenshot with more of his dumbass words. And then also, what's with the, is that what I think I hear? Okay, so that must be because I think that might be the homie. Yeah, whoever that black man is speaking next. Yeah, that is the coach that made this post. So why is his name blurred out? Like, he literally shows up in the news coverage. All right.
Minnesota.
Is that what I think I hear? And he said, yeah, they're making monkey noises, and it was very loud.
Williamson says his
name is Dennis Williamson, and now he's behind a mask. He's a little muffled, but he's saying that he hears white students making monkey noises at black basketball players, which also, there shouldn't be any more black basketball fucking players. Fuck basketball. Fuck football. Fuck swimming class. Academic achievement should be it. It should begin and end there. But people have their stupid fucking feelings, right? Black adults have their stupid fucking feelings about their black children, and I just want them to have a robust experience, and I want them to have fun, and I just want my kid to be a kid. Your kid doesn't get to be a kid in a system of white supremacy. Your kid gets to be a nigger. Did you not hear the beginning of the video? That's what your kid gets to be. Grow up. Be realistic. And stop putting your fucking black kids on this stupid ass basketball, football, fucking sports path. Stop trying to raise celebrities. Very few people are celebrities. It's not a realistic career goal. Make them competitive in a logical work environment. Hell, a couple weeks ago, I was interacting with a white man. Motherfucker was making $56 an hour to sit in a goddamn truck and supervise forklift drivers and shit. 56 bucks an hour. Fuck basketball. Teach your kids how to be competitive workers against other white workers in this capitalist white supremacist system you're stuck in. But you're not gonna do that. It's not fun. It's not fun. And you wanna have fun.
Who are mostly black were subjected to racist taunts from New Prague students and parents at a recent game. Williamson says his players were traumatized.
Could not stop crying and wanted to go back out there and confront the stands because their feelings were so hurt, because obviously, it was racially motivated on New Prague's part.
The same day, black hockey players from another high school playing against New Prague faced similar racist taunts, as reported by the Star Tribune.
The same day that our incident happened, St. Louis Park hockey team, they're in our same conference. The same night they were playing the same team, New Prague, and they had, I believe, 2 black players on their team. And the same thing happened. Their players were calling the black players monkeys and to go back to the zoo.
Because of the alleged racism, some area schools are choosing not to play against New Prague out of fear their black and brown players will also face racist attacks.
2 schools to tell New Prague that they're not going to compete against them is just a reflection of where we're at in race relations here in Minnesota.
Atlanta.
This nigga's stupid, all right? He's fucking stupid, all right? Yes, I'm a black man calling another black man fucking stupid in public, all right? Because he's saying, this we're facing in New Prague, Minnesota. No, nigga, everywhere. Everywhere, but you don't know it's everywhere apparently, or you're not willing to admit it. I don't know which one. Like, I don't know how many black people are just being disingenuous and running on this I have high hopes bullshit, or if you really just don't actually know. Do you not know? Right? Like, I don't do the international politics thing, but I see the chatter. Right? I see the headlines. I've read an article or 2 with the Ukraine and what's happening with people classified as black out there. Right? No, nigger, you don't get to get on the train leaving or the plane leaving. You stay here in the war zone, nigger boy. Nigger gal, stay here. Nigger non-binary, non-niggernary, stay here, boy. That's probably not the Ukrainian accentuation. Hey, get the fucking, this is how it goes. I'm so tired of these surprise niggas. I need a new topic to cover. I swear I need to start book clubbing. Where's that one fucking book I have? Cause I got that book that the homie from Patreon put me up on. I think it's like called like Worshipping Power. I should really book club or something and just get the fuck away from this news. This shit just pisses me off, right? And when I was a child, I remember very fucking clearly, right, when I was 3 in 1986 in Olympia, Washington State, a black adult, a black man, for some reason the word black came up and black people being black, and he immediately, like, he was like, here, let's go over here by the stereo, right? The I don't know how much that word matters these days. If you're a very, very young person listening to this for some reason, he said, let's go by the Bluetooth speaker, right? But it was 1986, so he was like, let's go by the stereo. And I was 3 years old. I remember this shit because it was an important memory. He's like, here, hold your hand up to the stereo, right? You know your colors well enough because I was in preschool at the time. You know your colors. So is your hand the same color as the stereo? The stereo was black, you were brown. Immediately start teaching children, right? Teach children the colloquialism, the word working, right? 2 years later, we get to fucking, excuse me, right? We're in 1988 now, and I'm almost 5 years old, right? My birthday's in the summer, right? I'm almost 5. It's 1988. And some older black kids, they're probably 9 or 10 or so, maybe even 11 or 12. They were older black kids. And we're playing with toys and shit. And one of the toys is like, what the hell is this? Is this even a toy? What the hell is this? And he was like, oh no, this is a nigger beater. And I was like, a nigger beater? What's that? I've known the word nigger before. Like, I know that the people that we call white call us niggers. I know that word. And I know beating is like violence, is punching, kicking, beating. But then nigger beater, that's what this is? And it was a billy club. And he was like, and I forget this detail, you know, from 1988. If he told me that, like, he knew someone that like someone in his family was a cop, or if someone in his family like got it from a cop or something, but they had that billy club. And he was like, yeah, it's a nigger beater. It's what the police used to beat you. Very good to know. It's useful to know that, okay, I'm not actually black, I'm brown, I'm just called black, and I'm called a nigger as a part of being called black. And that the police have this stick called a nigger beater that they beat you with. This is good to have in your head as a 5-year-old black child. And for you black people, if someone black is still tuned in, as mean as I've been so far, if you're still tuned in, guess what? I still went outside and played. I still played Ring Around the Fucking Rosie with a pocket full of fucking posy and ashes, and we all fell the fuck down. I still played freeze fucking tag. I still played TV fucking tag. I still played two-hand touch foosball, right? I still, you know, children like to have foot races. I still played wall ball. I still played tether ball. I still watched the fucking Care Bears with Lionheart and all them niggas. I still watch Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Chipettes with the hot air balloon and the Woolly Bully, which was probably pretty racist. I was still a child. I still did child shit. I still giggled and laughed and played and ran and jumped and played The Floor is Hot Lava. Children are still gonna do that shit, but also teach them that white people are racist at the same time, right? What is it? Chew gum and walk, nigga. Chew gum and fucking walk.
To compete against them is just a reflection of where we're at in race relations here in Minnesota.
Atlanta Black Star reached out to New Prague High School to learn what the school is doing to address racism allegations on campus, and the principal directed us to the district office. Superintendent Tim Ditburner told us in a statement which reads in part, New Prague area schools does not and will not tolerate hate speech and racism in our school.
Does not and will not. again, back to the Malcolm X biography and subsequent film produced by Spike Lee and funded by in part by rapist Bill Cosby, right? The Malcolm X story. They've always called you nigger in schools. Like, fuck these statements. You should always just ignore them. The statements are always throwaway. What the statements are is white people of institutional functionality showing white liberals, white ideological liberals. They're showing you, they're saying, hey man, we're not racist. This was just one whoopsie daisy in a 5-century project of racism in this hemisphere. This was just one whoopsie daisy. Ignore all the mass graves of indigenous children. Ignore the mass graves of little niggers in the South. Ignore all that. Ignore the plantation history. Ignore the Jim Crow. Ignore the redlining. Ignore the police brutality and murder. Ignore the 13th Amendment profit prison system. This was just one snafu, and we don't tolerate it. Bullshit!
We need to repair the harm done to students. There are other hate speech incidents that have surfaced in the past week. While we take all reports of bullying and harassment seriously and follow up by investigating them, we need to be proactive and educate to prevent further incidents. Ditburner says the principal is holding listening sessions and
you don't need to be proactive and prevent further shit. All right, black people that choose to breed or breed accidentally. I know a bunch of motherfuckers in this planet have oops kids and not planned kids, right? You just wanted to fuck because sex is so important to you. Practice some fucking abstinence, you weirdos. You just wanted to fuck, and now you have offspring. And first off, as far as like being called a nigger on the basketball court, as I said, they shouldn't even be playing fucking basketball. The fuck they on the court for? They don't need that shit. They need to play basketball. They could do that shit recreationally outside of school. And then also, why are you not financially planning before even breeding a unit of black offspring? Better get your ass in a fucking factory job and bust them overtime hours, get that fucking money saved, get that shit in order, buy a fucking house, get that shit in order before you breed. And then plan out which adult is going to keep working full-time. I don't give a shit which one. I know there may be conservatives that are like, well, then the man will work and what if and the woman will stay at home? Well, what if the woman is capable of making more money at work? Then the woman should go to work and the man should stay. I don't give a shit. Somebody be with that child and stop leaving them alone with white people.
District plans to announce how it will address racism allegations in the school at an upcoming school board meeting. Williamson says since he's spoken out about racism, current and former students at New Prague are coming forward to share their experiences.
They have been reaching out to me and sending me all these Snapchats with, these Caucasian students calling them the N-word, the monkeys, they're their slave masters, and they're saying that nothing is happening at all, and this is a daily occurrence.
Meanwhile, Cruz says the Minnesota Black Lives Matter.
Now remember, you had that statement from Superintendent Mr. Ditburner. That's his name, D-I-T-T Burner, B-E-R-N-E-R. Superintendent Ditburner saying, we won't tolerate that. But then this guy is saying that the students are sending him, what do they call it, Snapchats? I actually don't know what Snapchat is. Dead up. I'm completely ignorant of whatever the fuck that is. And I downloaded it too, and I couldn't figure it out. It was like a picture of a ghost, and I just stopped trying. And sending him the Snapchat of, well, should we even be saying white students or white children? Miniature white people, right? They're sending a white people in training, right? They're sending them shit of white people in training, calling them this, that, and the other, and nothing's being done about it. That's because they do tolerate it. White supremacy in this hemisphere is not only tolerated, it is the general practice. It's why they're in this hemisphere at all.
Matter chapter will continue working with students and parents to help them organize and hold school officials accountable, and warn if they don't act swiftly enough to address the racism, they'll push to get federal funding withheld until the racism is rooted out.
We expect our children to have a safe space.
I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna skip past this black man talking. On the one, because he annoys me, and on the two, he mumbles and just his decibels are way too low. It's intolerable.
Reporting for Atlanta Black Star, I'm Cavante Smalls.
Okay, well that was it. Reporting for Atlanta Black Star. Yeah, and I don't even want to hear what he has to say. I mean, what is it gonna be like? Well, my white wife says love is blind. Right, I kind of want to, do I want to fucking do a Yahoo search of his name with the word wife and see? No, I don't need that. I don't need that potentially sad confirmation bias coming my way. Here we are. Hey, let's have a little fun.
Open to returning here to Broncos country, and he had that same sentiment when he was traded in the middle of last season.
I think we'd welcome him back with open.
Yes, absolutely.
And we also know wherever he plays, he'll have fun doing it.
No doubt.
Thanks, Michael.
If something should happen with Von,
there we go. Trying to get this thing to work right.
Alert through our new app. Download the CBS News Colorado app for free from your favorite app store.
Okay.
Welcome to Styx County Auto.
What the fuck?
Not a dealership.
It's time to sign, baby.
Is this an ad?
Never go to a dealership.
Okay, I guess it's playing an ad before it plays the damn news coverage. Okay. Vroom.
And guys, hair game day is every day. Our
holy shit,
training...
it's playing like multiple ads. All right. I don't really get why it's doing this. Okay. Get this thing in order. Right? Just give me the damn news coverage I came for.
Subaru vehicles sold in
the
last 10 years are still on the road.
More
I
ads.
got a Subaru. I wonder who gave me the idea.
Oh. Love. It's what makes Subaru
yeah,
Subaru.
Nigga.
Welcome to BetMGM
Really? Casino.
Live Dealer.
Okay, casino
All your favorite
commercial. All right, they're showing a casino commercial, in which case they put a skinny white woman in some sort of non-utilitarian clothing, and I guess that's supposed to make you give a shit. Whatever. Get it. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Skinny white woman walks by, and I guess I'm supposed to go into a fucking casino now. Fuck that. Fuck BetMGM. Really? And now ditch the shit. Okay, apparently I'm not going to be able to get to this damn news coverage. Piece of fucking shit. This is how it's supposed to go.
Being internet famous may be on the list for some people, but when it happened to Desert Vista, we weren't portrayed the way we expected. After what happened on Friday, DV was judged based on the actions of a handful of our students, but their words do not reflect the ideals and beliefs of faculty and the rest of Desert Vista students.
During our senior
Really? It doesn't? How the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know that shit? It doesn't. So you're literally just gonna speak for all these people that you don't actually know what they're thinking. All that you know about anybody is based off of two things: what they say and what they do. You have no fucking idea what they think, or what they will do when you're not in sight, or what they will do in paperwork that you can't see. Paperwork that will have results. You don't actually know jack shit. What the fuck that, what?
On the actions of a
Because apparently, so this one, I should give you the headline. Arizona high school students make video to calm inward photo firestorm. So what you're getting is, this is audio from that video. And really, that's what they're claiming?
Being internet famous may be on the list for some people, but when it happened to Desert Vista, we weren't portrayed the way we expected. After what happened on Friday, DV was judged based on the actions of a handful of our students, but their words do not reflect the ideals and beliefs of faculty and the rest of Desert Vista students.
Again, the ideals and beliefs of faculty and the rest of Desert Vista students. You don't know their ideals or beliefs. All you know is what they tell you. And right now, in this moment, if you're listening to this podcast, you know that racist white people exist. What you don't know are white people that say out loud, I'm racist, and I'm doing this to a black person because they're black and because I'm racist and I want to do this to them because they're walking around being all black and shit. They never say that. So what the fuck do you know?
During our senior panoramic pictures, a very poor decision was made. As we know, this decision has immensely impacted our students and community.
Oh damn, wait, did I fuck around and come up on an old ass story? Where's the date stamp on this? 2016. I was like, this one looks familiar. For those looking at the video, the image came across the screen of the 6 white girls, normal white girls, right? White women in training. They don't need to be called Becky. They don't need to be called Karen. They're just white. Like, why are we doing these silly, like, I'm bored. Actually, I get why we're doing it, because black people use all our vernacular online and we need to stop that. Yeah, it was the white girls that they got 2 asterisks to represent the 2 G's, and then 2 other white girls got shirts that say N-I and E-R on them, and so their shirts spell out nigger. And then they got in a and then they took a picture with it for fun and put it online. Damn, I remember that one. I wonder how that old ass one came up. Right? That's old white race. That's 2016 white people behavior. Let's get to the modern day stuff.
The firing of a teacher. To reconsider high school, asking school officials to reconsider the firing of a teacher who's taught there for 41 years.
Yeah, the veteran instructor was terminated recently after using the N-word in class to make a point. WGN's Alyssa Donovan has more on this story.
History teacher Mary Devato is asking that she be able to apologize to students and coworkers tonight and return to the classroom. But school leadership is standing strong on their decision.
I don't know how it came out of my mouth.
During a history lesson on Friday at Mother McCauley High School, on their
this white woman.
I don't.
Okay, and there you go. There's your good, respectable white woman, right? Is that what they call a shoulder length haircut? I don't know. Is that right? The haircut, right? And to my understanding, like being a skinny white woman, very respectable. That's good. Right? She has, her glasses are actually cool, right? Those cool frameless glasses. They just have the arms directly screwed into the lenses. That's pretty cool, right? Like, she's got it all together, right? She has her tone together. She speaks the way a white woman is supposed to speak in a patriarchal system, right? She's totally nailing her lines, but she's also a racist piece of shit that black children shouldn't be left alone around. And then what does she say?
I don't know how it came out of my mouth.
Their decision.
I don't know how it came out of my mouth.
During a history lesson on Friday at Mother McCauley High School.
That's a real sentence that she said out loud to people. I don't know how it came out of my mouth. Well, I have an idea of how. I think that maybe you inhaled oxygen into your lungs and then you exhaled it strongly enough, not a regular breathing exhale, but a strong exhale, so that when that air ran across your vocal cords, it would create sound. And then as that sound moved forward, you used your mouth to modify that sound, right? You positioned your tongue in a way to make a right? And then you opened your mouth in a way to go eh, right? Separated your teeth just enough to go eh. And then you brought your tongue back in to go good. and then you brought your tongue back around toward the front to go and you went grr, right? You inhaled, you went and then you exhaled, you went grr, you went nigger. I think that's how you said it. If I did my research right.
School, veteran teacher Mary Devato said the N-word twice. Devato says she was explaining to her sophomore class that the former mascot of the Washington football team is offensive to Indigenous people.
But I was really just trying to tell the children that to say the R word is just as abhorrent as the N word is to African Americans.
Again, and this white woman, you know, like, I see the gray hair. I see the skin. Like, she has existed for quite some time. And I'm listening to her speak in this video clip, eyes wide open, very clear, very articulate, knows what she's saying, knows what she's talking about. She just wanted to fuck with anyone black that was in that classroom. She just wants to fuck with you. All right, maybe we should stop saying gaslighting. Fuck all the fucking literary fucking references and all that shit. Use this language. She wants to fuck with them. She wants to bother them. She wants to confuse them. All right? Perfect presentation. And hey, it's a good lesson plan. I'm just talking about rape. It's bad. What they called, what are they now? The Washington Generals? When they were calling them the Washington Redskins, or now she's saying the R word, which I can't take any white people serious saying the R word. Like, I don't know if you're avoiding ableism, or I don't know if you just don't like being called racist, or now if you're talking about the Washington Generals that were formerly called the Washington Redskins a racial slur. I don't fucking know. But I know that you said nigger on purpose. You're grown. And you said nigger to those black children to make them confused and frustrated.
Devato says she instantly knew what she said was not okay and continued on with the lesson. The
Oh, and it's giving me this little spinny circle that says I'm loading. Internet loading.
As the N word is to African Americans.
Devato says she instantly knew what she said was not okay and continued on with the lesson. The explanation captured by a student who frequently records lectures to listen back for studying. It was shared with other students and on social media. Devato was suspended Friday and then terminated on Monday. Since then, her daughter started a petition to get her reinstated. It now has more than
And look at that, right? And so far on this petition, at the time of this news coverage, to get 5,000 signatures, they have 2,560. 2,560 people said, get that nigger saying white woman back in that classroom. She needs a check. She needs a career. Anybody black, fucking deal with it. Right? That is 2,560 localized fuck yous to everybody black. And I'd love to know how many of them are black people themselves. Clown ass niggas. It's hopeless, folks. Everything is hopeless. There will never be justice. Climate change is gonna wrap this thing up.
2,500 signatures. Devato hopes that school leadership consider allowing her back to apologize and discuss it with students.
And to me, it doesn't reflect what I've done for 41 years, and why couldn't they have? I would want the administration to work.
Now she's saying what she's done for 41 years. So just over 4 decades. So like, for a nice round number, let's pretend she started teaching at 25, right? She went to high school, she went to college, got her degrees in order, and then went on to go be a school teacher at 25, and did this for 41 years. She's 66. she can retire and collect her Social Security check. But she refuses to. She's like, no, I want to go back here after I fucked with everybody saying nigger. Now I want to come back and continue to just be a presence to anyone black in the class that would not like to see me anymore. I want them to be forced to have to interact with me, even though I can retire and just collect my Social Security check. Fuck that. The niggers should deal with it. And maybe if there's a couple of squaws or redskins in there, the squaws and redskins, they should have to sit next to the niggers and deal with me as well. And 2,560 people signed that petition to agree.
Work with me to help me bridge this problem with my students.
But right now, the school is standing firm, sharing a statement saying, in part, as an educational institution, we recognize mistakes happen to each one of us, and we make every effort, regardless of the popularity of such decisions, to embrace the opportunity to learn from such teachable moments. To embrace mistakes means we must learn not to repeat such behaviors, to demonstrate clear remorse, and to be able to rebuild trust that has been lost. Ultimately, the administration was
To rebuild trust that has been lost? Take a look around. City to city, state to state. If you can't do that, do what I do. Look on the internet. Look in the comment sections. Look at these niggas. You have at least, maybe not on a global scale. I would bet on a global scale though. But definitely here in McMurica, niggers, we might as well just be that. That's what they call us. Us niggers, collectively, right? Because I'm a part of them, even though I don't trust you. I'm a part of the nigger collective. We trust you. We will never not trust you. From all the rapes and the beatings on the plantation and whatever else abuse on the plantation, we trust you. From Jim Crow, from redlining, we trust you. From the lynchings, collectively, the nigger population trusts you. From all the police brutality, continued rape, planting evidence on us, locking us in prisons, putting us into solitary confinement, burning us to death with hot water in the prison shower, burning us with fire on the street level, right? Anally raping us like they did to Eric Garner. He was anally raped in the street by police. I think people keep forgetting that one. That before Eric Garner was murdered on video camera, he actually had a case against the police department for sexually assaulting him by checking his rectum on the street for drugs. Doing that to us, out of all that you do to us, we trust the shit out of you. Again, if we didn't, why are so many black people running around talking about, oh, my white friend, my white wife, my white husband? The fact that those words exist unironically, my white wife, my white husband, my white friends, we trust the shit out of you and will never stop. Matter of fact, somebody white today, right now today, March, I think today's the 8th, get up, go call someone black a nigger on camera, all right? And then, you know what? Go punch another black person and yell nigger on camera and watch. Those black people will wake up the next morning and walk around trusting white people. Hell, if a white person approaches them and says, would you like to be my romantic/sexual partner? That black person's gonna be like, yippee, miscegenation. That means I am attractive to white beauty standards. They'll do it because the nigger collective loves white people.
Not confident the language usage would cease and trust could be rebuilt. As a result, the teacher will not be returning to Mother McCauley. Some parents on social media also sharing that they agree with the termination and it should stand. I'm Alyssa Donovan, WGN News.
And you know what? I should just and then it goes to a fucking basketball clip. Fuck basketball. I hate basketball. Fucking that. Adiba, that's all, folks, I guess. WineCellarMedia.com. I'm trying to flip to a good camera. All right, fuck all the cameras. I should really fucking find that book. It's somewhere in this office, Worshipping Power. And I should really start book clubbing and look at something other than the news and comment. Phoenix Kalita was interested in looking into finding a therapist or something to help her out, because I'm not equipped to help her with mental illness issues. I don't know what I'm doing. My household is full. I have to get to work. I gotta go do my shift, and I need to upload my podcast in hopes that I get 300 big smackaroos on the first of the month. Patreon.com/WineCellarMediaFund. Fucking whatever. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. If you think that this shit has any value, whatever, fine. Whatever, fine. Nothing will ever improve. Know that. Don't be fucking stupid. Don't walk around fucking fooling yourself. Alright, you know the reality. You know fucking better. But whatever, you're gonna do what you're gonna do because it's probably more fun that way. So do it the fun way. Alright, go ahead, have a black child, tell them racism doesn't exist, and then when they get called a nigger in school, tell them that's not all white people, that's just only that one. And then when they go to college and a white girl puts her period blood or wherever the fuck, y'all remember that story, in the shampoo bottles and whatnot, and they say, what happened? Just tell them that was just that one white girl, don't worry about it. And then when they get a job and somebody writes nigger in their locker or something and calls them nigger in the workplace and says don't work here nigger and sabotages their work, tell them, hey, it's just that one white person, you know, it's all good. And then when your black child is an adult that has gone to school and gone to work and now they've saved up their money and they're gonna buy a house and they want to get a house in a nice neighborhood, i.e. white, and they move into the white neighborhood and white people spray nigger go home on their garage door, and they'll make sure they go on the news and they say, I can't believe that this happened in 2039. I just can't believe it. And whatever, fine, I'll be dead and I won't be covering it, and mean old William won't be there to be mean about it, and you'll all just get to be happy niggers with your precious white people. Fine.
Our students and community.
Oh damn, wait, did I fuck around and come up on an old ass story? Where's the date stamp on this? 2016. I was like, Elsie McBelsey there. And this is how it's supposed to go.
Being internet famous may be on the list for some people, but when it happened to Desert Vista,
Oh, damn. I never stopped recording this. Oh, that's good.